Hello and welcome to this year's New Year's Eve inspired makeup tutorial. I got one of these HUDA Beauty palettes a little while ago. This is the Smokey Obsessions palette and I got it for Christmas, and this silver sparkly shade is beautiful and made me think of New Year's Eve, so I just had to do a look with it. It is very similar to the kind of makeup that I do all the time, but I just thought this color was so metallic and fun. It reminded me of New Year's Eve. So let's get right into the look. So I'm starting off with the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. I like to put this foundation on with just my hands and rubbing it in. That way it gives you nice coverage, but it still looks like skin. So like no one in real life is going to look at you and be like, wow, you have a lot of makeup on it, because it looks like skin, but then it photographs really well and makes your skin look flawless. So basically it's just the best of both worlds. And there I'm just blending it in with my Real Technique sponge. And now we're going to take the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. I'm going to put it under my eyes, really focusing it in the corner of my eyes by the tear duct where I get really dark, and then kind of just spreading it out so that I have a lot of brightness under my eyes. Then we're going to blend that out with the Real Technique sponge again, and personally I keep my RCMA No Color powder in an old e.l.f. HD powder case. I hate that packaging that the RCMA powder comes in, so just when you see the e.l.f. package in a second, see, that's the RCMA powder in there. And then we're just going to put a lot of this powder under my eyes to really set this concealer. And then also I don't know if the eyeshadow is going to fall down under my eyes or not, so this is kind of our fail-safe in case I make a mess. Then I was using some powder on my eyelids to set that down. And now I'm going in with the Essence Blonde eyebrow pencil because I am going to be wearing my blonde wig. I do have a video separately on how I do my eyebrows, so we're just going to kind of skip through this here. So I'm just filling it in and then using the Blonde Gimme Brow. I believe this is the shade 1. On my eyebrows, and just to set the hairs down and coat them and make them look nice and still natural, you know, because I want to wear a lot of makeup but not look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, you know, that's the secret. Now to the star of the show. This is the HUDA Beauty Smokey Obsessions palette. Ugh, look at how beautiful it is. I love it so much. So we're going to take this peachy shade up top first, and we're going to just use a fluffy brush and put that in the crease because it makes a really great transition shade. But then I was feeling like it was maybe a little too orange, a little too warm for the look I'm going for with the silver on the lid. So then I went with that kind of taupey color that's in the middle on the bottom of the palette with that same brush and went over the peachy shade just to kind of tone it down a little bit, and it really helped. I liked how it looked much better after this, for this look at least. Like I like both colors on their own for any other look, but for this look I just wanted to tone down the peach a little bit. Then with a little skinny fluffy brush, I went in with that dark brown shade that's in the bottom left corner and really focused it kind of on the outside edge of my eye, and also fluffing it out so that it blended seamlessly, of course, but I really just wanted to make sure that I had some darkness on the outside edge there, because you know how much I love my cat eye shapes. Now I'm going to take the Too Faced glitter glue. I have just like a little sample size of it here, and I poured a little bit out onto the back of my hand, and then I decided to use a brush to apply this instead of my fingers, but it's totally up to you. And I just applied it all over my lid up to the crease, just like that, because I really wanted to make sure I had a nice sticky base for the sparkly shimmer shade. Now I found these HUDA Beauty sparkly shimmer shades apply best with your finger and not so much with a brush, so just go into this silver shade here with your finger and you're going to be blown away by how beautiful this looks. Look at this. Oh my god, it's like a liquid tinfoil, liquid aluminum, like the Tin Man could never. He wishes his eyelids looked this good. I have never, listen, I tried a lot of sparkle shimmer shades because I love them, usually drugstore because I'm poor, but I have never ever experienced an eyeshadow myself that applied like that. Look at that. It's just so opaque, so shiny, so sparkly, so beautiful on the eyelid, and I love it. I would wear this eyeshadow all over my body if I could. And then just going back in with that first brush that we had that had the orangey shade and the taupe shade on it and fluffing out the crease. I was originally going to do a cut crease, and then I just decided not to. Now, you've seen me do my eyeliner 1,000 times, and I have a video on it specifically, so I sped up this clip of me doing my eyeliner. This is the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, and I'm obsessed with it. It's probably my favorite eyeliner of all time. It's just unfortunate that it's a little bit expensive for me, so I can only buy it every once in a while, or else I would have it all the time, every day. But see, look how easy it is to use this one. Ugh, I love it so much. It's fantastic. And then I'm just going to take that fluffy brush that I used to set down my eyelids to wipe off that powder, because now we're done. And a spoiler alert, I thought I was going to have a lot of fallout from that sparkly shade on my lid, but I actually didn't. I had hardly any, so you don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to cream contour. So I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in Fair. So I take that shade in the middle at the bottom, and I'm going to chisel out my cheekbones and my nose. So someone out there is going to say, you're cream contouring too high. That's because for some reason, whenever I blend out my contour, it ends up too low. So I start higher so that it ends up in the right spot. So I'm just making a line there, drawing lines down the side of my nose where my nose should be if it wasn't so large and crooked, and then also, of course, underneath my nose to help make it look not so long. Sometimes when I'm doing my nose, I need that grayer shade on the side there to help shadow, and then I need that lighter shade at the top there, just down the middle, to help kind of create a highlight and a more of a contrast. I didn't do those today, I just used the one shade, but just so you know, now I'm just taking the Real Technique sponge and patting it on these areas that I've cream contoured, and we're just gonna blend it out with these patting motions. Then we're going to take any old powder. I am using the Too Faced Primed and Poreless in this video, but I'm just using this to set my whole face down so we can go in with some powder products. Now, if you wanted to use a cream or liquid highlighter, you would do that before you powder, obviously. So now going to the NYX Blush in the shade Taupe, I'm going to just use it to add some more contour to my cheeks, under my chin, my forehead, and more to the sides of my nose. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't cream contour my forehead or under my chin, I do often, but I just feel like I'm not good enough at it yet to show you, so once I get better at them, I'll do them on camera. But for now, it often looks sloppy when I do them, so I'm just going to powder contour those areas today, and then someday I will cream contour those areas for you. And then I'm just going to take the powder brush that I used before to set my face to blend out some of those contour areas after. So you're going to see me wiping my nose with the big black brush. That's what I'm doing. I also had to use that on my forehead because, like I said, I'm not the best forehead contourer. Is that a word? It's a word now. Now, to finish up my eyes, I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use this Urban Decay eyeliner in my tight line and a little bit along the lower waterline on the outside edge. And then I'm just going to put on some mascara. You know how I do. I love top-heavy eyes, so we're going to put on lots on the top lashes, a little bit on the bottom lashes, but more on the top lashes. And then I'm actually going to use my beautiful, amazing, love them, magnetic lashes in this video. So I'm just going to take the Bold set and just put them on the outer corners of my eyes so I really got that cat eye shape because I love it. These are so easy to use, and I love that video that I have on them because so many people don't like these lashes, and I love them. And then I realized I forgot to put on highlighter, so I put on the Dandelion Twinkle highlighter on the high points of my cheeks, and then I dabbed a little bit into my tear duct so that I had some highlight. Then I had a hard time deciding on a lip color, so Kat Von D Witches or Kat Von D Double Dare. I ended up going with Double Dare because Double Dare is my tried and true favorite lipstick. It's a color that really just brings life to my face. I know how it lasts. I know how it stays on. I know how it wears off. So I would trust it in a real New Year's Eve situation. But if you want to wear the black lipstick instead, of course do that. It would look great with this look. Very American Horror Story Coven, but that's all right with me. I love it a lot. Wear whatever lip color you want. And anyway, that is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye!